Hello, howdy, welcome, hi. It was so real today. I very rarely, very nearly actually hit stop streaming instead of changing the scene. One of these days I am actually gonna do it, and it's going to be really funny. But today is not that day. Welcome, howdy, hi. My screen is a nightmare right now. I guess I don't need these. Hang on, let me get rid of these. Because I've got like 14 windows open. And I've only got one monitor. So they're all clumped together. But howdy. Jinkies, Kazooie, a Pokemon team. Holy Pokemon team, Batman. I know, right? Welcome, hello. Hang on. I needed a sip from my Canada Dry. Hey, and also Doug looks stupid, looming back there. Let me move him. But yeah, hello. Welcome, howdy. If you're all wondering why I'm streaming today, because I've been streaming every other Monday. But I figured it would be nice to, since, I took that whole long-ass break, might as well, give you 2 Mondays in a row. Also, especially since I didn't stream on Friday, because I had to go outside and be an adult. Had to deal with the post office. That I figured... great, let's go. Let's just do it. I have no idea how long this stream's gonna be today. And yeah, this is what we're doing. Get excited to jump between those 2 screens. That is the point of the day. So, I have stolen this idea from Green Machine on the Discord, because she is smart. And I am not. You start your first day at work, well, have fun doing that. But yeah, what we're doing today is, so you all may have seen that previously I made a video where I made Pokemon teams based off of all the different levels in Banjo. And that's what these are, right here. But that happened before, Scarlet and Violet came out. And so Green Machine had been like, Twiins, why don't you do that again? Like, why don't you get back to those? Because, like, there's all these new Pokemon. And the big thing, for example, is Guzzlord here, representing Treasure Trove Cove. There were no treasure chest Pokemon. But there are so many treasure chests in Treasure Trove Cove. It's in the fucking name. And so I was kind of just stuck using Guzzlord. But now we have Gimmighoul. So, yeah, we're gonna reevaluate these teams and see if we can make them any better. That's wrong. Hang on. This also lets you all see how I operate. Like a very normal person. I'll handle that later. No, that's fine anyway. I got lost. It's fine. So, I like making spreadsheets. Like a normal person. And Gimmighoul changing the whole Banjo-Kazooie meta. And, yeah, he does look like the string cheese guy. So the colors on here, these are the teams as they were. Anything that is colored is, I'm not sure if I want it. If I want it to stay. The red ones, so Guzzlord, Electros, Spiritomb, those ones for sure are bad, and I want to replace them with something better. The orange ones are not awesome, but it's not the end of the world if we can't think of something better for them. And then the yellow ones are kind of just like one step below that. So, the ones that are yellow either have an easy fix. For example, for Alligator down there, I think it'd be better if we just went with shiny for Alligator. So either a small change or I don't love them being around, but they get the job done. So, this is what we're doing. I've got Canada Dry to drink. The cats are sitting in all my chairs, so I'm in one of the kitchen chairs. And ready to rock and roll, buckaroo. Pokemon. I've got Sarah B up over here so we can take a gander. I've got the national decks up. Just in case. Because I don't think it's just gonna be Scarlet and Violet Pokemon that we'll be rolling with. I think we might be able to work smarter with the other 800 and 905 Pokemon that also exist. So don't be afraid to call out. If you have a great idea, if you're like, Twiins, I've got the best Pokemon. I've got the best Pokemon for what you're talking about, then please tell me. Because there's 1,024 in total, so I can't remember all of them right off the top of my head. Imagine using Cerebi, Bulbapedia gang, rise up. I do often go to Bulbapedia, that's where I get all my PNGs, for like, when I did rank gym leader designs and such. The thing is, Bulbapedia runs much poorer. It loads really slowly. And Cerebi is just more consistent. So yeah. Hey Doug, smash or pass? Carnivine or Cacturn? What do you think, Doug? Smash! Smash them both to smithereens! Like in a fight, you mean? Like, not in a sex way? Hi! So yeah, just got here. Okay, yeah. So, let's start with Twiins. I got the best Pokemon for what you're talking about. Did you know? Okay. Okay, yes. Okay, let's start with Mumbo's Mountain. We'll go down all of them, don't worry. But we're gonna start with Mumbo's Mountain. So, to explain what we've already got on the list, because I've rewatched the video so I could remind myself what all my very good ideas were. Durant is representing the termites, like Ticker and Ticker's Tower. Shiny Passimian, which I think we could do better. It's Chimpy, the monkey from it's just Chimpy, which is such a non-important NPC. Rillaboom, however, is representing Durant is an ant. There are no termite Pokemon. We can't be little princesses about this. We have to make changes and sacrifices where we can. Rillaboom is representing Conga, which I think is great. Darmanitan is a weird one. Let me find Darmanitan. There we go. So, yeah, we've got Darmanitan, but in his Zen mode, representing the Jujus in Mumbo's Mountain, like them stacked on top of each other, which is not the worst thing, but I feel like it's not the best thing. Flips hair and gasps, we can't. Alolan Marowak is representing Mumbo, and then Stonejourner is it is the like little oh fuck, what's it called? Stonehenge. It's the little Stonehenge area. So that one's perfect. Surprises no Tauros from Mumbo's Mountain. See, that's what I was thinking, Culture Chimp. That's what saying chat users' names with enthusiasm is just funny to me. But that's what I'm thinking, Culture Chimp. Like, why have Chimpy represented at all when this is one of the only areas where the Invincible Bull shows up so prominently? I think the only other place that bull can be found is the area outside of Click Clock Wood. So I think you are correct. I think we should grab Tauros and shloop it onto the team, but specifically the new Tauros, one of the new ones, because they're black, and that fits the color palette better. Oh, also spoilers for the Pokedex, in case your eyes do not want to perceive any of the, like, you haven't gone through the DLC or something. Spoilers are ahead, so be aware. Where the fuck is this? Just use Control F. How in the tiddlywinks do you spell Tauros? Oh, there it is. Great. Tauros. Water or Blaze breed? Yeah. So I think... Yeah, I feel like I've never seen either of them. If and I do say so myself. Like personally while playing. They look really cool. I think water, just so we get that little bit of blue. But maybe the Blaze one actually looks more like it. We'll go with that. Yeah. Stonejourner? I'll look that one up next for you so you can see them. Alright, going dark. Chat, let me know when spoilers are over. It's gonna be the whole... the whole stream. Gemini, this might be one you want to skip out on. Blaze Tauros. The horns are meant to glow? Really? Fascinating. We're gonna roll with this. I like this one a lot. Stonejourner. You wanted to see what Stonejourner looks like. There he is. Stone boy. Rock man. I watched Loxton. I can't be spoiled. That's fair. Yeah, that's alright, Black Swordsman. Welcome. Yeah. So we're kind of fixing up. What? I know, isn't he good? Took me a long time to figure out how big he is. I saw him and I was like, a big guy. But then somehow I got it in my head that he was actually like little, like he's just small rocks. And no, he's a big guy. So just a big nice guy. The whole stream is slightly spoiler, so you might want to skip. Oh yeah. So yeah. For all you latecomers, I'm looking at the whole Pokedex. So if you haven't played through Scarlet and Violet yet, including the DLC, I suggest maybe averting thine eyes until a future date. Fun fact: basic Tauros carried me through a Scarlet Nuzlocke. Tauros can be pretty fly. A part of me wishes Tauros had gotten an evolution instead of multiple different forms. But I'm not mad about it. Darmanitan. Right, for the Jujus. I think the Jujus are notable enough to make an appearance on the Pokemon team. It's just, is Zen mode Darmanitan the best way to do that? You know, that's the long and short of that question. And I feel like the answer is no. But I also feel like, then what is? Big rock, guys. See, that's the thing. It's like half vibes and also half visual. Like, even if it doesn't, like, visually resemble it necessarily, it could feel right, which makes everything so much more difficult. Minior? 'Cause they're rock, then colorful? I don't think the Jujus are ever colorful. It's a cute idea. I like Minior, but I don't think that one works. I want a regional variant of Stonejourner where he's Legos. Just do all vibes, fuck visuals. Probopass, Bronzong, Bastiodon. Which one's Bastiodon? Which one's Bastiodon again? Bastiodon is, Shieldon's evolution, right? Yes. Yes, self. Yes, it is. Stakataka, I don't think Stakataka. Because I mean, there's no rule about this. I make the rules. I can do whatever I want. But I've got Stakataka in Mad Monster Mansion, representing, like, the mansion, because it is a building. So I think it works better over there. But I think Probopass and Bronzong are great ideas. Let's find them. Wait, are the Jujus little pterodactyls? No. I don't know what you're thinking of. Not all that evil. Here, let me, hang on. Let me scoot over here really quick and pull up Banjo-Kazooie, Jujus, images, these guys. Oops, wrong screen. I'm just looking at Doug over there. Yeah, these dudes. These are what we're thinking about. So there are a lot of J names. Stack Attack is just a Zelda bad guy. That's the Jinjos. I see what you meant. I was thinking of, I'm like, you're thinking of Banjo-Tooie. No, yeah, we're not representing the Jinjos because they're in every level, but I love the idea. And Minior is actually a pretty good idea for them as well. So look at you thinking with portals. Look at you, look at you. What were we looking at? Probopass and Bronzong. Let's start with Probopass. Probopass is a good one, because it's like, it's just head. Don't take that out of context. Let me Google also, Bronzong, but honestly, I think you were onto something with, oh, Bronzong is also really good though, actually, because it's also just a head. Just a head with a little face. Which one do you guys, these are good. These are both great. I think actually, we're gonna go with Bronzong because it's got the exact same red eyes as the Jujus. 10 out of 10. I'm so proud of you. We're replacing Darmanitan with Bronzong. 10 out of 10 job. I'm so proud of you. It's just Head Twins 2024. I think Probopass is a bit better because it's more totem. It is a bit more totem-y. However, I also think it'd be easier to stack Bronzongs on top of each other. They're both really solid options. Probopass's mustache kind of gets in the way. That is kind of its big issue, I think. Me when I know both of them well because I tortured myself with a Platinum Steel Monotype run. In Platinum? Steel? A fool. Bronzong stacks like a cup. So that's awesome. Now the final thing is that we've got Alolan Marowak representing Mumbo. And I feel like there must be a better Pokemon that we can do that with. Because Alolan Marowak, like, it's got like, you know, a staff adjacent thing, but it's not even the right color. The vibe isn't really right either. At least the run wasn't held back by a lot of fire types in the region. That is true. That is true. I just feel like, in my eyes, Steel is so weak, which is hilarious because it's not. That's the whole point. But because it has such clear, like everyone knows its weaknesses, it feels like they are easy to counteract. But that's also against other players, isn't it? Is a Mumbo in every stage? Yes, however, it is also, well, first, no, he's not in every stage. He's in like half of them. But moreover, it's his mountain, which is why I felt like it was worthwhile to represent Mumbo. Also because the level is like 2 inches big and there's kind of nothing else in it. Thinking Cerulege, but fuck no. I do love Cerulege, but fuck no. Maybe somewhere else. Rabaska kinda has, or Rabska rather, kind of has a feeling to it. Also, I didn't know that his face was so unlikable. But it's not right. Like, you don't look at that and go, oh, that must be Mumbo. And that's kind of the problem. Dusclops for skull imagery. It's an idea. I do already have Dusclops in Gobi's Valley because it was representing the mummy hands. Because while it's got, that's Dusk Noir. So Duskull has the skull imagery and then Dusclops has the mummy imagery, which is what I was kind of vibing with. Skeledirge, because the face is like a skull. Perhaps. Do you look at Skeledirge and think Mumbo? Or wait. Ogerpon? Ogerpon, perhaps? there's just nothing else down there. Ogerpon actually isn't terrible. I had stopped myself because of Monkey Dory. Because Monkey Dory also kind of has a feel to it. But it's got a mask just like Mumbo. That might be the play. That might be what we go with. It's the poop balls Pokemon. Dusclops does have those grabbers. Monkey Dory definitely has a feel to it. Ain't that just Hunky Dory? They're all puns. Every Pokemon name is a pun. That's also why we have Okidogi and Pheasantipity. They're Rayquaza, it's Quasar. They're all puns. Once you figure that out, it's like your third eye opens. Yeah, Mumbo wears a mask. Yeah. You can actually see him right there. I think that's a fan render, but yes, he has a mask. You can see around it, sometimes, if you're playing the, like the first game. It goes all the way around his head in the second one, but in the first one you can see that it's just over his face, and I think that's the play. Changing that to Ogerpon. 10 out of 10. Well, I can figure out which flavor of Ogerpon specifically, because Ogerpon has different masks. They give him a different type. Her, actually. Ogerpon is always female. Which I think is cute. But I think Ogerpon is the correct option, for sure. That's great. 10 out of 10. See? You guys are helping me so much. I don't remember Bronzong exists. So let's move on. Let's move on to the next one. This is great. And then maybe at the end, we can like put the teams together in like Clip Studio Paint so we can see them, you know? But yeah, Treasure Trove Cove what is Ogerpon's lore? It's kind of the whole plot of the DLC to make it as brief as possible. Oh, and here's a cute a picture of it without its mask on over here. But the lore is Ogerpon had a friend, and then the Monkey Dory, Okidogi, and Pheasantipity, like, bullied Ogerpon, and, then all the townspeople thought that Ogerpon was the bad guy, but actually it was the three who were the bad guys. There you go. That's the short version. So yeah. Great job. Treasure Trove Cove, up next. Hippowdon is representing Captain Blubber, and we're just gonna specify, make that a female Hippowdon. Cause even though Captain is not a lady, he's gray, and female Hippowdon is also gray, and that's the only reason why I highlighted that one yellow, so I would remember that. Hey, unrelated question, who's your favorite champion from Breath of the Wild? Breath of the Wild specifically? Obviously it's Sidon. In Tears of the Kingdom, I can also answer who's my favorite Sage, but I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who might not have played the game yet. But yeah, it's Sidon. Obviously, it's the cool shark boy. That's not a champion, he's a new champion. You fool. I guess if we're looking at the old champions, it's Revali. Shiny Crustle is representing Nipper. That's her name. Nipper, the big crab you fight. Palossand is representing the sandcastle that you put in your cheats. Sharpedo is obviously representing Snacker. Crawdaunt, I don't even know. I don't even know why I had Crawdaunt. I didn't check that. Nipper or Snipper? I'm pretty sure it's Nipper. Like, nipping at you. And then the little ones are called Snippets. Also, teacher punishing the bullied kid for standing up for themselves mindset. Yeah, kinda. I can't even remember why I had Crawdaunt. There are crabs. Oh no, Crawdaunt is representing the black crab inside the Sandcastle, which I think is weak. I think we can do better. And then Guzzlord, obviously, we are replacing with Gimmighoul. Because we finally have our treasure chest Pokemon! Finally. Hooray! So, gimme. Cool. So yeah, the only thing we really need to fix for this is, Crawdaunt. So, cause I feel like it's just kind of weak, isn't it? Representing the black crab with Crawdaunt. I can understand where I was coming from. There we go, Crawdaunt. Okay. I can understand where I was coming from. It's water dark, and the black crab is black. And it's like slightly tougher. But I just don't know if, like, if you look at this, you don't think, oh, it's that black crab. Took like, what, 9 generations for a treasure chest Pokemon? You know what's sad? Looking at my list, so, Gobi's Valley, Numel, that is the only camel Pokemon. Numel and Camerupt. And I think it's still the same. We got 1,024 Pokemon and only 1 camel. And it's just like... What? Could Guzzlord go into that slot now? Have Guzzlord represent the black crab? Do you think Guzzlord is crab enough? Is that enough of a crab? Do you think, what about Gigantamax Kingler? I don't want to go with specifically Gigantamax forms, because they are temporary. Let me Google it anyway. Let's see what that looks like. Kingler, where are you? I do already have a Kingler representing the Muty snippets in... Oh yeah, that's not quite right anyway. Yeah, it's representing the Muty snippets in Clinker's Cavern. Yeah, we can use any Pokemon. I kind of have it that I like that none of them are used across multiple teams, but there's no hard rule about that. But yeah, any Pokemon, like it doesn't have to be fully evolved or anything. And we can go with shinies if that fits the color better. You guys are thinking yes to Guzzlord? Dwebble? I don't know about Dwebble. Let's look up Dwebble really quick. Representing the black crab. I mean, I guess it is dark. I don't know. I don't know about Dwebble. I'm not feeling it. Let me, scoot all the way down here really quick. Just take a gander at the Pokemon, see if there's like there was a crab that I just forgot about. What is the deal of the crab? Yeah, it's just, I don't even know if I can Google it, I'll be honest. Banjo-Kazooie. Black crab. There he is. He's just like a mini boss. There he is. I don't know if Cloudser works either. It's not the right color. I feel like Dwebble works better than Cloudser. Cloudser is also a shrimp, I believe. I just love the flamingo Pokemon because it's literally just a flamingo. The beak is different. I'll give them that. Like, so the way how a real life flamingo works is the tip here would be, like, that is the tip of both beaks, but here in Pokemon it's got like a heavy set jaw. Also its neck is like tied up if you look at that, but it doesn't really do anything with that idea. But yeah, I kind of love Flamigo. They're hilarious. Colcart got the same colors, but it's definitely not a crab. I do love that line though. Throwing in Cloth just because, you know what? Let's take a gander at Cloth. I do love Cloth. I had one on the team for a little bit when I was playing through Violet. It's not a great Pokemon. But, Cloth isn't bad. What is Shiny Cloth? What Pokemon Shiny Cloth? Wow, that's gorgeous. Look at that. A pretty boy. Not the right color. But, that's fun. It's blue. Bright-ass blue. Oh my god, he's hot. What, you mean the crab? Yeah. You think Kabuto? You think Kabuto works? Here. Kabuto. Is a crab enough? That is the question. I think I like Kabuto at least as much as Guzzlord. I think we're gonna roll with Cloth. I think that's the play. I think Cloth is right. It's not very dark, but it has the black fuzzy bits on it. So, and it's so crab. I think Cloth wins. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 job, fam. Perfect. Cool. So, let's get Cloth on in there. I love Cloth. What a cutie. I hope it gets an evolution. Cloth and Kabuto double battle. Looking at... Okay, next up is Clanker's Cavern, which was so fucking hard because there's nothing in Clanker's Cavern. It's Clanker. And that's it. And representing Clanker, I've got Kyogre, which I feel like isn't the strongest play. And especially now that we have all the Paradox Pokemon, I feel like we can probably find something better to represent our homeboy Clanker. Shiny Kingler is representing the Muty snippets, because it's a heinous green color, and I think that works. Remoraid is, fucking Bubbles, the fish down there that you use to make sure you can breathe while you're raising Clanker. East Gastrodon, which I'll look that one up for y'all so you can see him. Gastrodon. I love Gastrodon. I think they're so cute. I don't think they're very good, though. This one. Is representing the, like, slime boys that come out of the pipes. They're just fucking everywhere. You know the ones. I don't need to Google that for you. And those ones I think are solid. Garbodor is just representing generally the vibe of of Clanker's Cavern, and Celesteela is also representing kinda just the vibe. There are an awful lot of pipes in Clanker's Cavern, which is what I was kind of rolling with. And I guess it's the right color, but I don't know, fam. It feels weak at best. Sharpedo, genuinely, other than Sharpedo, I think land shark. Big land shark. Big strong shark land dragon ground shark. Veluza's not terrible, but not what I'm thinking of. What's it called? Garchomp! I think Garchomp might be a good play. What about the anchor Pokemon? What about Basculegion? Oh my, Stereotype Gamer. That is a great idea. I was trying to describe Garchomp. Hang on. I needed a sip. Okay. Oh my gosh, a raid? Welcome! Howdy! I appreciate it. What a sweetie pie. Y'all can help me. We're making Pokemon teams based off of Banjo levels because we're very cool here. Thank you, Yuno. I'll have to check out your stream later. I always like to do that, fun fact. If someone raids me, I check out their stream beforehand. What about the colony of that sad fish? Oh, Wishy-Washy? I think Basculegion was a great call. I think Basculegion was a great option, and one of you had suggested Delmise. That is the anchor Pokemon, and not a terrible idea, but I think it works far better for Rusty Bucket Bay. So we're gonna keep it over there. Melmetal isn't terrible either, but I think Basculegion is an absolutely Giga Brain play. Let's find Basculegion. That's one, I'm glad that kind of just stuck around. It showed up in Hasui, and I'm glad that Basculegion just it exists. Like, we just get to keep it. Because otherwise, a worthless Pokemon. I think Basculegion is great call. Great play. I like that one a lot. We're gonna roll with Basculegion. I like that. It certainly fits better than Kyogre. Catch one for the decks and never see it again. Yeah. However, we are still kind of stuck with the, my cruddy other options. I guess Celesteela isn't the worst thing on Earth, but I just feel like... Wait, Green Machine, this is so funny. I caught a white-striped male Basculegion and named him Trans-Basque. That's pretty good. Does Galarian Stunfisk or Ferrothorn fit the vibe? Ferrothorn, no. But... Stunfisk, huh? It does fit the vibe. It's not terrible. You know what, though? I think... What is the meaning of raid? A raid... Oh, thank you, Ranger. A raid is something a streamer can do when stream ends. Instead of just ending the stream, they can redirect all the viewers to a different streamer and raid their stream so that everyone can keep watching fun content. I don't know how to do it, which is why I never do it. But I appreciate it every time. Stunfisk is not terrible. Wishy-washy in the arms of an angel. Do you think Houndstone would fit the Haunted House level? 1,000,000,000%. And so the problem with Stunfisk is I think Stunfisk works better for Rusty Bucket Bay, which we are in desperate need of fixing as well. So we'll hold on to Stunfisk. We'll make sure we remember that for later. So type /raid followed by the name of the channel you wish to raid. See, that's the hard part, is finding channels. I'm so tiny. I feel like I don't know how, I'm like, I don't know, it feels uncouth to raid people when you're such a small channel. But that's ludicrous, because I get raids of small amounts, and I'm always like, oh golly, how nice, I appreciate you. So, listen, I'm dumb. I'm dumb and nervous. Maybe one day I will be strong and brave, but for right now, I'm just not. There's not really any robot Pokemon from the future that is a shark. That's fucking bananas, if you ask me. I feel like there ought to be one. Twiins recognizes that she is a mere peasant. I forgot what we were looking for. Did you want me? Am I looking for something? Tomorrow you can be weak. Today you can be strong and brave. It's much easier to be weak. But I'll do my best. I'll be strong and brave for you. If I remember at the end of stream. I'm still trapped here with Garbodor and Celesteela. We need to fix Garbodor. Garbodor isn't doing anything. We need to think of a better thing to represent anything in Clanker's Cavern. If Twiins is a peasant, what makes that of me? If I'm a peasant, you are an amoeba. Veluza kind of looks like a robot from the future. You're not wrong. You are really stuck on Veluza. Which I understand, and I've spelt it wrong. It's not a bad idea. Listen, I'm right there with you. How in the piss? Oh, I've spelled it wrong. There we go. It's not the worst idea, and it can't hurt to just kind of double up on things representing Clanker, because he's the only damn thing in the whole ass level. So I think you are right. I had forgotten the Veluza, and so I'm glad you stuck with it and kept being like, Twiins, Veluza, Twiins, VTuber, why are you ignoring me? Someone said Barraskewda because it's got that brown and sort of propeller machine look. I like the idea. I don't know how much I love it in execution. Let's Google it. Let's find it. Control F. Control F, please. Please Control F? I can't find anything without Control F, sweetheart. Well, I cannot Control F. Time to die. Whalemer, cause like, he eats you. Join in the whale. I'm grasping hard now. Whale Lord. If you don't pick it, I'm gonna lose it. I fancy the idea. I do fancy the idea of having a whale. There we go. There we go. I brought it back. What are we looking up? Barracuda. It definitely has the look to it, doesn't it? It's got the color palette of Clanker's Cavern, but I feel like it isn't quite right. It probably would work better at Jolly Roger's Lagoon. So once we do the Banjo-Tooie teams, we'll have to make sure we remember Barracuda exists. Messiah trying to bring some culture to the masses. Maybe River Room could be Clanker because it's an engine. Clanker does have guts, though. Don't forget that on the inside, Clanker is meat. Which is horrific. So, I like where Head is at. I don't think it's quite right, though. Cursula for the vibes. Celesteela isn't the worst thing on Earth for representing Cloudsire from Muddy Water. Dragalge, maybe? I feel like that this is what happened last time when I was on my own. You kind of just start, like, spiraling. Celesteela, how bad is Celesteela? Just muck. I actually have muck on, in Rusty Bucket Bay, representing just the muck water. So, trust me, we're on the same wavelength. Insert fish Pokemon. Would Broly work for the level? Excalibur? That is not a Pokemon. Is there a bubble Pokemon? Well, kind of. Oh, how do you spell Solosis? There we go. Solosis is technically a bubble, but is it right? Is it wrong? Araquanid? There aren't any bugs in Clanker's Cavern. But he's a legendary. Broly? Yeah, I guess he is a legendary Excalibur, but... Come on, Twins. Broly is obviously a mythical fighting fairy type, depending on mode change. Fairy, huh? Not even psychic. You're right, you're right. I should catch Broly for the next Magical Girl Pokemon adventure I do. Why are we so stuck on bubbles? There aren't even bubbles in Clanker's Cavern. Are we just thinking of water? It's... I can imagine Banjo eating a Solosis to swim deeper. You're not wrong. I can imagine that too. Broly was psychic and became fairy. That makes sense. That makes sense. You make a good argument there. Okay, I think it comes down to, this is bananas. That it's coming down to either Solosis or Celesteela. What do you guys think? I feel like those are our only options left. All I know of Banjo-Kazooie is YouTube and you Osmosis and what I'm being told through Google search right now. Or Kling Clang. Kling Clang isn't the right vibes. Kling Clang would work if we were making a level for, Witchy World, but specifically just the space level in Witchy World, because Witchy World is crazy. We already have Clanker. What about a representation of the cavern? See, Messiah, I appreciate you thinking outside the box. Do you have Klefki or Riot? If Klefki is gonna make it in, Klefki will be in Freezeezy Peak, where you can get the key for, to unlock the special bullshit in the second game. Celesteela too pretty to be on the team? You think so? Minior isn't right. Kling Clang Bling Bling. I didn't think we would fall apart this fast. We have not used Guzzlord. So, Celesteela would be representing the cavern, because I'll find the one image of it that exists. Banjo-Kazooie Clanker's Cavern. Excadrill? No. So, here is Clanker's Cavern. With all those pipes back there. And that's what Celesteela is intended to be doing. Do you see the vision? Can we think of anything better? Skuntank, because the general smell of the cavern. See, we're spiraling again. 47 minutes before going off the rails, it's a new record. Yeah, that might even beat out fucking Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. Not a gross shark cyborg poop water. We need a metal pipe Pokemon for Gen 10. Garbodor? We had Garbodor! Garbodor was just representing generally the team. We replaced it with Veluza. Oh, Messiah has had a vision. Colossal, too hot. Clanker's Cavern is too wet for Colossal. I do love Colossal, though. Boldor. Moltres, cause fucking... Okay, we're gonna keep Celesteela on the team. Hang on, let me get a drink of my Canada Dry. Conkeldurr has, concrete. I'll Google Conkeldurr. And we're gonna roll with Celesteela. I think it's the best we can. Canada Dry streamer is literally a millionaire. Yes, but I stole it from work. Yeah, this is Conkeldurr, so not pipes, big old concrete blocks. So, what's Teen Conkeldurr? Girder. Teen. Describing it as teen. It's still not quite right. We're gonna keep Celesteela. I think Celesteela is the best we can ask for right now. Maybe we'll come back. Let's jump to the swamp. Teen Conkeldurr. That's how I'm gonna describe. She's too pretty. She's all we have. There are no other pipe Pokemon. There are I can't say that. That's inappropriate. I'll say it anyway. There are plenty of Pokemon people want to pipe, but she is the only pipe Pokemon. It is how it is. It's all we have. They have not given us an uglier pipe Pokemon. Brute Bonnet needs to be in the swamp. Brute Bonnet, actually, if anything, would work better for Pterodactyl Land. In Banjo-Tooie. I'm finding it. Why am I doing it that way? Just type, use my eyes. Like, I don't know if it's doing anything well enough for Clanker's Cavern. I do like Brute Bonnet, though. Of the past Pokemon, I think it's one of my favorites. Here's the pipe Pokemon I had to grab a glass of milk. I don't know. I do not know. So yeah, we're rolling. We're gonna roll. We're roll. It's the rolling. Celesteela wins. Celesteela wins. We can't keep spiraling in Clanker's Cavern. I like Brute Bonnet because it's a mushroom centaur. I know, it's so cute. And like, it's just a more fun way to approach Amogus anyway. So, yes, the swamp. Let's shift to the swamp. And then maybe we can return to the possibility of replacing Celesteela with open eyes. We got Feraligatr, and I just want to make this one shiny, so it's representing, like, the giant gator in Feraligatr, in the middle of the level, and shiny Feraligatr is more green. And I don't think there are any other, I don't think we got any new gator Pokemon in, Scarlet and Violet anyway. So, yeah, there we go. Oh, I guess Skeledirge. What color is shiny Skeledirge? Let's Google that. A very cool purple. Not the right color, but Superfly. Probably the prettiest of the starters shiny options. I like that. I like that a lot, but it's not right. That ain't a green alligator. Don't forget to scroll. How do you mean? Like on my here? I'm great at scrolling. I'm good at I scroll all the time. I'm the scrollinist. But we won't scroll that far on Google Images because I've played that game before. The dangerous game of just trying to look up what Bratty and Catty look like in Undertale, and then you're trapped, and it's like, why is this on the front page? But we'll ignore that. I mean, the gator's on fire, but it is a gator, yeah. Iron Valiant is so gender or gator? Which one is Iron Valiant? Iron Valiant. Right. Iron Valiant. It's a pretty cool one. Mixing Gardevoir and Gallade like this. Superfly idea. I like it a lot. You guys really like me being a master of dickology. Such an embarrassing title. I can't even remember. I think I just found something that looked like a dick. Like in a game. Like I was like, guys, look, it's a penis. And now we're here. Now you guys keep saying it. Someone beat Indigo Disc DLC with just Gator Pokemon. It was 3 Pokemon. Well, fascinating. What about Crocodile? Crocodile is already on the team. I should go over the full team we've already got. So the rest that we have for the swamp, we've got Choodle representing Tip Tup's choir. Caracosta is pretty weak. It's representing Tank Tup, the big turtle that the other little turtles are inside because Banjo is weird. I think Caracosta is just the best option we have in terms of like a sea turtle, but it just doesn't look anything like Caracosta, or it doesn't look anything like Tank Tup, which is the problem. Oh, I'm covering it. There you go, now you can see. And that's why you told me to scroll. I see, I understand. Yeah, so, I thought we've got, Politoed just representing, like, the Flibbits, I guess. Bad. There has got to be better frog Pokemon that I could work with. Crocodile is representing Mr. Vile, because they're both red. It's so good. It's 10 out of 10. And then Togekiss is an easy fix. Togekiss is representing the giant egg that, the giant egg that you have to break open. And while I had been editing that video, I realized Blissey was just a much better representation of that. And I even, like, mentioned that in the video. So, yeah. What about Dreadnought? Tortoise instead of turtle. Bellybolt, also Politoed better than Poliwrath. I do like Politoed quite a lot. It was like the first Johto Pokemon that like I saw and I was like, that's new. It's a new Pokemon. That's whoa. Lord. Lord have mercy. There were so many things happened, I feel like. I got so lost in what we were doing. My favorite thing is when I Google office chair and I get the alert to stop for that safe search is on. Yeah, that is fun. Fun stuff. Let's look up Bellybolt. I do like Bellybolt. Do we think this is a better way to represent the Flibbits in general? You know what's fun? This is fun. I'm gonna... these are its eyes. Not these. Over here. It's got a funny little smiley face in the center of its head. There are so many frog Pokemon. So really it's just a matter of finding the best one. And I can't believe I landed on Politoed. It's just wrong. I like Bellybolt in concept. I don't know if it's giving us the vibe we want. Krogunk? Why did I get out of fucking find? I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid and dumb. Squawkabilly is such a useless Pokemon. Has anybody actually used Squawkabilly? It's not even interesting as a gimmick. What the shit was I looking up? Krogunk! Krogunk feels more like the Flibbits. In a perfect world, we would either have a yellow or a red frog. Because those are the colors of the Flibbits. I'm glad that I've blown you all away. Froakie is not bad. Scraggy, that's not right. That's also a lizard. But Froakie is like... it really has the right kind of shape to it. The thing is, I don't actually think there are any yellow or red frogs. Froakie might be the best play. Bellybolt shiny is yellow, I think. I'll Google that really quick. Shiny Bellybolt. It is yellow. Froakie does look more correct. So we can take a look at the Flibbits really quick. Banjo-Kazooie Flibbits. Yeah, there they are. This is what we're kind of trying to emulate. June redesigned Squawkabilly, and it legitimately looks cool now. I mean, it's not a hard thing to do. To go from 1% cool to any more percent cool. I'm happy that they did that, though. What about the sushi Pokemon? That's a fish. Tatsugiri. Not really what we're kind of working with. A cute Pokemon. I like Tatsugiri. I like its coexistence with Dondozo, but it's just not right. I think Froakie is the choice to go with. Let's just see what shiny Froakie looks like. A lighter shade of blue. Irrelevant then. How many Pokemon are cute? Oh, I'd say like, I don't know, like at least 60% of them. I'm gonna make this Froakie. It's way better. We're already trapped with Caracosta. Like, the colors aren't gonna be perfect anyway. Choodle itself is also blue, and those turtles aren't blue. So, you know, it's just kind of how it is. They're cute until they evolve. So many of them are still cute even after they evolve, though. Like Titan. Look at this guy. I like them. Everything's cute if you put your mind to it. Exactly. Annihilate is so cool too. Oh my gosh. Annihilate, it got so angry it died. That's literally how it works. Also, King Gambit. King Gambit is one of the coolest new Pokemon. It's so fucking cool. And I can't let myself have have a breakdown about King Gambit. But I think we have fixed up, but cool rather than cute. Yes, they are cool. I like the cool Pokemon. I think we have approached, the swamp as much as we can. I don't think there's anything else we could swap out that would be better. Except, we've got Terrapagos, but I don't even think it is, like, a better option for any of the turtles we've already kind of worked with. Like, it's great, but it's no more tank top than Caracosta, you know? So yeah, that's, I think we've got it. I think we've got the swamp. What about Swampert? So that's the thing. I love Swampert, but it's just not really, like, representing anything all that well. Like, it's a cool Pokemon, but nothing in the swamp looks like this. Not in Bubble Gloop Swamp, specifically. He's too unique. Too unique and too special. They're still cute even after they evolve. Shows a complete hamburger of a Pokemon. So, easily fixed. Give Twiins both a Tyrant and a Tyrantrum, so she has a cute and cool mon respectively. It's true. I actually have a stuffed Tyrant. I keep it on my dresser. Fun fact. I like Tyrantrum a lot. It's my favorite of the fossil Pokemon. I like T-Rexes. But that's enough about me. Swampert's great, but it just doesn't represent anything in the level well enough. Unfortunately. It is what it is. So let's shift to the next level. Which is Freezeezy Peak, which we got a lot of things that are, fine, but I don't know if they're great. Feel sorry for the Galar fossils. Yeah, they are sad, but they're also pretty hilarious, but they're also pretty sad. But yeah, Freezeezy Peak, we got Beartic representing Boggy, which is perfect. I must say, I'm perfect. Xurkitree is representing, like, the whole tree. And I like the idea. I just don't know how successful of an idea it is. Because it's a Christmas tree, and you gotta, like, light it up. I like Xurkitree. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like it's a fringe idea. Why not Abomasnow? We have Abomasnow. So we've got Bergmite representing the little ice cubes that, like, hurt you in the cold water, which I think does the job, but it's just such a weak option to go with when there are other things to represent that are more worthwhile in the level. We've got Abomasnow representing the snowman, because there's a giant snowman in the middle of the level, and I think I'm gonna replace that with Galarian Darmanitan. Because and that had been something I had considered when I had originally made the video anyway. But I was like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. But now here I am, and I'm like, no, this one is more right. This feels more like the snowman in Banjo-Kazooie than Abomasnow does. Twiins, we have Abomasnow at home. Like Ice Cube? Yeah, Ice Cube, that could be something we roll with. Representing the ice cubes that attack you, I've got fucking Regice, which is it's too much. It's like, yeah, it technically fits the level, but it's not like a clever way to do it. Hang on. So let's start by, I want to replace Bergmite with Glalie. Oh, I like Glalie. I've got a shiny Glalie, but I think it is better. I want to replace Bergmite with Delibird. Because I can't believe I didn't have Delibird on the team to begin with. The whole, like, crux of the level is you delivering presents to the snow bears. And to the little polar bear kids. And how did I not have Delibird to do that? Like, I'm dumb. Galele is fucking scary. Yeah, that's what I like about it. So yeah, we're putting Delibird on the team because Lord. I'm cooking up a theory of when your main magical girl team will be for Scarlet and Violet. Fascinating. You're not gonna get it right. I guarantee you can't get it right. And that's all I've got to say about that. What if you had Iron Bundle instead? Yeah, we could. Here, we'll compare them. It depends on which one we think fits better. Iron, oh. There's too many irons. Characters, Pokemon can learn Iron Fist. There we go, Iron Bundle. Tinkaton is totally magical girl though. It is. It 1000% is. Iron Bundle, Delibird, they do the same thing, really. It's just a matter of picking which one you think fits better. I think I'm gonna roll with Delibird. I like Iron Bundle though. It is a fun one. Does Iron Bundle even learn Present? I don't know. It's a great question, isn't it? Well, I'm gonna roll with Delibird. One has presence and the other one has a kill cannon. That is true. It is a cannon on Iron Bundle. That's great. That's great. We've already fixed so much. How do we feel about Xurkitree? Do we think Xurkitree gets the job done well enough? Representing the Twinklies and the Twinkly Munchers and the Christmas tree? Or do we think something else could do that better? Because I don't think we've got anything that could do that better. Except maybe Terrapagos could be like the Twinklies? No, it's not. That's a stretch. That's a W for wow, that's a stretch. Tadbulb? Oh, I forgot that exists. It's so easy to forget about. That does feel like a Twinkly. That does feel like a Twinkly. Is the play to get rid of Regice and keep Xurkitree and then add Tadbulb? Or do we replace Xurkitree with Tadbulb and then choose a different, better ice Pokemon? What do you think? I think both are viable options. How about Lickwick? Because people used to use candles to light up Christmas trees. Gonna pass, because they are not candles in Banjo-Kazooie. That's a fire hazard. That is a hyper fire hazard. That is a ludicrous amount of fire hazard in a world where there was not a lot you could do to stop a fire. Regice is definitely weak, so I'm at least gonna put Tadbulb over here. Remove Xurkitree. BKMN because its fingers light up. It is an alien. That's why. So BKMN and LGM actually work quite well for the aliens in the next game. I don't remember how to spell BKMN. There we go. Yeah, a cool idea, but I don't think it's quite right, since the idea is for it to look like a UFO. I like you thinking with outside the box, though. I'd take Xurkitree over Regice. What do you mean fire hazard? Putting candles in a tree. Like how they used to do to light up their Christmas trees. That is a fire hazard. Okay, I cooked on my theory. Okay, let's hear it, Excalibur. I'd take Xurkitree over Regice. I think I agree. And I think, so there are plenty of cool ice Pokemon. Cryogonal is honestly the best one if we wanted to represent the ice in the game, in the level. And I think we are gonna do that. I can't remember which. I keep jumping between all my fucking windows because I can't remember where they all are. So I'm gonna move Tadbulb up here next to Xurkitree because that's what we're replacing. And then we're gonna put Cryogonal. Okay. Cause Regice, fun idea, but it was too much. It just wasn't quite right. Posted it on twitter.com. Alright. While I check Twitter to see how accurate Excalibur is, you all can regale me if you can think of any Pokemon that represents Gobi from Gobi's Valley better than Numel. Be aware, I'm pretty sure Numel and Camerupt are still the only camel Pokemon. Shocked that there isn't an Ice-type fairy besides Alolan Ninetales. Yeah, it does kind of feel like a combo that would go really well together. Even if perhaps a little bit, fragile. Trapinch? No. A valiant effort, but I would say it does not convey. Excalibur's guess. For my team in Scarlet and Violet is so it's Gothitelle, Tinkaton, Meowscarada, Miss Magius, which I'm not even sure is available in Scarlet and Violet, and then 2 different Brolys. You nailed it. Now, we could redefine what a camel is. Hippopotas looks vaguely camel-esque. Let's see, we've got Arceus. It's a bit excessive. Oh, shit. Hippopotas. It is Desert-y. At least it's got that going for it. It's not available in Scarlet. I see. Oh, shit. Let's look up Arceus. I think Hippopotas might be better than Arceus. Yeah, that's 2 goat. It's just 2 goat. Even with a plate on it, it's 2 goat. I think do we think Hippopotas is more camel than Numel? That's where it all comes down to. Where? Okay, there it is. Like, which one do you think makes you go, Gobi, better? Hippopotas is a hippo. Yes, it is. Numel is the only camel. It's the only one we're really gonna get. Numel is fine camel rap in my opinion. I just wish we had a taller one. That's the problem. What about Mudsdale? Mudsdale it's pretty dang horse. It certainly reads as horse. But what about Mudbray? Is Mudbray less horse enough? Let's Google. Banjo-Kazooie Gobi. That's not how you spell his name. Gobi. There he is. There's the motherfucker. Which one do you think feels more like Gobi? Neither of them are perfect. So, it's rough. Nummel, Gen 10, regional version. My uncle works at Creatures Inc. Would you say Giraffe-a-Rig is a magical girl? If it can, no. No, I don't. Not even with Farigiraf. Even though I do quite like Farigiraf. But it's not a magical girl. I do like them a lot. But no. We have a claimed hippo. We've claimed a hippo, god, a donkey, and a giraffe as a camel. Is Palafin a magical girl? No, actually. I think Palafin is not a why did I do that? I think Palafin is not a magical girl because... Let's actually look it up really quick. Because it is too shonen-y. With its zero to hero form. So, that's a superhero. That's the, and so I love the idea, and I can see how one could make the argument. But its transformation is meant to be, it's a Sentai. It's Super Sentai, so it's like, it's Power Rangers is what it's actually working with. So I would say no, but I think one could absolutely make the argument if they wanted to do their own magical girl adventure, that they could argue that yes, but not for me. It would be a magical girl if you weren't a coward. Technically, every Pokemon can be a magical girl if it's shiny. Shinies are always magical girls. That is your one get out of jail free card. You want a magical girl Garbodor? It's gotta be shiny. And that's just the rule. I think that there should be another Pokemon with the ability to zero to hero, but as a magical girl we deserve. I agree. I think it's a really fun idea, and I think, yeah, it could absolutely really lean into the magical girl vibe successfully and be Superfly. The Celesteela magical girl / magical goddess. It's kind of irrelevant. I'm never gonna be using one in a playthrough because it's a Ultra Beast, and you don't get those until like the end of the game anyway. But for any of you out there wanting to do your own playthrough, maybe you want to bring in Celesteela. I say yeah. I think it's magical girl enough. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Not all that evil is right. Nummel sweep, Nummel stays. Nummel is the best camel Pokemon we got. So Nummel stays. Oh, I didn't even go over the rest of the team. So yeah, we got Cacturn representing there's like one cactus in the level, and I like Cacturn, so I wanted to represent the cactus with Cacturn. There's also Coffagregious, obviously referencing King Sandybutt, and just a good general vibe of the level anyway, being, you know, a coffin. I have started watching more of Wolfie's videos. I mentioned this last time I was talking about Pokemon. I put Ray on blast because he pronounced it Decky Dewey. And one of you had mentioned that he probably got it from Wolfie, who will purposefully mispronounce Pokemon names because he gets them wrong anyway. I thought of that because people often mispronounce Coffagregious as like Coffagarius, which I understand. Egregious isn't the first word that comes to my mind ever, so I understand. Anyway, I've been watching him a lot, so this is fun because I've been in a very Pokemon mood. Anyway, oh, we didn't even finish going through the level. Didn't even finish looking at all the team. All this has been Nummel debate. Dusclops, I mentioned earlier, is representing the mummy hands, which I think it does well enough. And Electros has to go. Electros is stinky and bad. Electros is representing the eels that attack you in the quicksand. Bad. Stupid. Bad. So, and I don't even think there's anything we could use to represent that. That's a dumb idea anyway. So we gotta find something better, to put on the team. And then Shiny Luxray is... Ooh, I might have an idea. But Shiny Luxray is, Jinxie, the Sphinx. So that's what we got. Sorry, Electros. I think that a magical girl Pokemon would be absolutely loved by the community. How do you mean? Like just like a magical girl Pokemon. I agree. I agree. And yeah, I am in a Pokemon mood. Although I'm often in a Pokemon mood. I like Pokemon. I talk about it too much. Maractus is a double up on Cactus. I think Maractus is just fine. Oh, it's right there. How convenient. Yeah, like it's cute. I just like Cacturne better. I think they're scary in a cool way. But I had an idea. Yeah, I like that they're scary. What about Wug Trio as land eels? That's certainly an idea. So, but we're on kind of a similar wavelength, I think. Not all that evil. Because, so we got Wug Trio as land eels, which I think I'm gonna pass on. Because instead, I argue Orthworm is, there it is more in line with what we're looking for. What do you think? I had done it with so much enthusiasm. I had such a big gasp, but now I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't know, am I wrong? Cacturne is absolutely Sasuke coded. I wouldn't know. 2 Cacturnes. I thought about, there's the snake. Did you want to keep the sandworm concept or represent something else? Yeah, see, that's a good point. Because the sandworm concept is kind of limp anyway, in a world where there are other characters in the valley that we don't even look at. There is, like, there's Ruby. Which I spelt wrong. Like, there's Ruby and Toots. That's his little pet down there. Feels a little bit difficult to represent, but he does also have a snake in the pot, which we could roll with somehow. Question mark. So, Silicobra. Oh, Silicobra. Ooh, Alolan Executor. Ruth is correct. Alolan Executor. Because, oh, I am a fool, and you are correct. Honestly, both of them work because there's the palm tree at the beginning of the level. Yes! That 4th genie. Yeah, Enamorus. Great idea, but wrong. Alolan Executor is the correct choice. You are good. A 10 out of 10 job. Oh my goodness gracious. I didn't say it. Didn't you? It was not all that evil. I'm sorry. Ruth was right next to you saying silly cobra. Not all that evil is actually the genius. I am sorry. I was so caught up. my eyes could not see Executor. 10 out of 10 job. Great job, fam. You're great. I'm proud of you. When did I start streaming? Okay. I was like, how long have I been doing this? Great job. I'm so proud of you. And you can help because I really need help in Mad Monster Mansion. 7 hours ago. So, Mad Monster Mansion. We've got Haunter representing the ghost hands. Specifically, Moat Sand. Because Haunter has hands that are like detached. And it felt like it just felt like it worked the best. Stackataka is representing the whole church, which I think is kind of the only Pokemon that can do that. Pumpkaboo representing your pumpkin form. We did not jump over Freezeezy Peak. Never mind, we're good. For a second I thought we did, and I was like, fuck. Fuck. Pumpkaboo representing pumpkin form. Spiritomb was kind of representing Napper. It's a weak option. We gotta get rid of Spiritomb. Shiny Blossom is representing the thank you pots that you lay eggs into and you give them flowers. And then Carbink shittily is supposed to represent Tumbler. The little glass that you use to you spell out the word Banjo-Kazooie, and it's bad. So yes, Gravehound should be on here instead. And I do like Chandelure. I definitely gets the right vibe. Is it the let's just get rid of Spiritomb right now. It's the worst. We are getting rid of, which one is the evolved one? Because there's Houndstone and... Oops. Okay, let's look up Houndstone, because I know how to spell that one. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna go with Houndstone. So, yeah. Hooray. Cutie. A cutie patootie. No Houndoom bias. I mean, I do love Houndoom. It's one of my favorites. But it just doesn't fit anything, unfortunately. Like, nothing in the game looks like Houndoom, you know? Minior's time to shine to replace Carbink. You think? You really think? I don't know if Minior really does anything here. I like Minior, but I just don't really think it's doing anything properly in the level. Like, I don't look at this and I don't think of anything in Mad Monster Mansion. You know? Unfortunately. I like Minior, though. It's very cute. It reminds me of my cousin as well. And I can't explain that. It just does. There are no toilet Pokemon. Which is unfortunate, because that means we can't represent Logo, the toilet, in Banjo-Kazooie. But that's fine. It is what it is. Alolan Grimer for Napper? That is certainly better for Napper. Twiins' cousin has eyes in the center of his chest is what she's saying. That is better for Napper, honestly. Relor, because it's a dung beetle. It's cute. I don't know, is it too, like... Are there too many steps to take there in order to get to it? Like, without being told, would you be able to know that that's what it's supposed to be doing? Maybe. And then what was the other... and then someone had said Chandelure, which I do like Chandelure quite a lot. And it feels, you know, Mad Monster Mansion-y, but there is no, like, chandelier of notorious note. So I think while very cool, I don't think it quite does what we need it to. So great idea. I do like it, but I feel like we could be doing something more concrete. Fun fact, if you don't do Arven's quest, his Pokemon evolves into Houndstone. No, it does not. No. Hello, welcome. We are Regigigas looking like he's porcelain enough. Hello, welcome. We are making Pokemon teams based off of Banjo-Kazooie levels. We're on Mad Monster Mansion right now. And we're replacing Carbink, which wasn't doing anything that well. It was representing Tumbler, the little glass you use to spell out Banjo-Kazooie in one of the rooms. We are considering Grimer being Napper, and Relor representing the toilet logo. I think Grimer is the smarter choice. Alolan Grimer looks like Napper. I think that's the right call. You know nothing about Pokemon, but this sounds fun. Hey, that's alright. You can still tell me which one you like better. But when I go, which one do you guys think? Which one? Maybe Sinistea or Sinistea? Let's get rid of Relor. It wouldn't be Sinatcha. Sinistea being a sinister teapot. I mean, we don't even really see any like a kitchen or any silverware. A great idea, but I don't think it works out. I think Grimer is the way to go. I like Pokemon. Because it looks cool / cute. Select appropriate. Easy peasy. Yeah, I think Alolan Grimer is the right way to go. So we'll actually do it like this. And then Alolan Grimer. Excellent. Great, cool. We're doing swell. Only a couple levels next. Rusty Bucket Bay. Wo-Chien. Why? But why? There we go. Are you saying this looks like poop? Is that the idea? For the exterior? Oh, like of the mansion, you mean? No. No, I don't think so. But I do like these Pokemon a lot. Wo-Chien and Qianpao and Ting-Lu. Ting-Lu is my favorite. He's so cool. This one's my favorite. It was the first one I found and caught, and it's so fucking cool. It doesn't not look like poop. Yeah, it does look more swampy. I think Wo-Chien would be better for either Click-Clock Wood, which I actually don't think needs changing, but we'll get to it, or I think it could be of good use in like the second game levels. So I'm sure Wo-Chien will make a dramatic return whenever we do the Banjo-Tooie levels. But yeah, let's talk about the bay. So Rusty Bucket Bay, we've got shiny Delmise. It's perfect because it turns red. And so it's representing like the Rusty Bucket, like the boat. And it's genuinely perfect. Tapu Fini, oh, this is so embarrassing, is representing, I think its name is Snorkel, the dolphin that's trapped under the anchor. We've got Palafin now, and it was embarrassing because I didn't say the Snorkel's name right. Palafin. Great, yeah, and we got either Palafin or Finizen. I think we'll actually roll with just Finizen, since it needs to get saved. So, hooray! Perfect. So let's roll with Finizen. I like that one better. Finizen. Then we got Shiny Golem. This is so weak. Representing Boss Boombox. So, which, if you don't know, Boss Boombox is... Why did I replace whatever. Boss Boombox. Yeah, it's a TNT box. And Shiny Golem is just kind of the right color. But that one is weak and bad. So we should get rid of that one. Then I've got Shiny Machop, representing the little Grublins who walk around, the little sailor enemies. They go, ah, hi. They're green. Shiny Machop is green. Sailors always have Machops. That was the idea. And then we got Muck, representing just the general slime of the level, which is another pretty weak one, but... And then Shiny Torkoal is actually quite good. It's representing the bells. There's a bells and whistles Jiggy that you can get, and Shiny Torkoal, like, becomes the exact same color as them. So it's perfect. So let's maybe focus on Shiny Golem first. Or if there's just anything that could be done better. Wouldn't Electrode be a better boombox because of self-destruct? Golem does also learn self-destruct. I looked up Pokemon that learn explosions or self-destruct. So that's how I got there. Hisuian Electrode isn't the worst idea. Alolan Muck is the better color, which is why I highlighted Muck in yellow. Because I think it's a great idea. But just changing it to Alolan Muck is the right play. Because there's specifically, like, a noxious swamp area in the game. Like, in Banjo-Kazooie, there's a little corner of the map that is, like, snot green, and it's, like, acid. Like, you can't enter it at all. Charge-a-Bug for the boombox? I don't think that's the right play. Let's look up Electrode, because I think that's actually a pretty solid idea. What about Gimmighoul? What about it? Yeah, Hisuian Electrode actually, like, it's wooden. And it still, you know, explodes. There's not gonna be a box. So, like, might as well let ourselves... Oh, box, I see. Yeah, Gimmighoul is not quite right. Being a chest. I like you trying to work with the box idea. Unfortunately, I just don't think we're gonna have just like a square Pokemon to work with. I think Alolan Electrode might be the best option. The only other vaguely box-shaped Pokemon is the elephant. Where'd they go? Copperage's pre-evolution. Cufant. Like, the right shape, but not the right vibe. You know? We can convince ourselves that a sphere is a cube today. I think so. I think it fits all the other, like, things. It's got, like, the general angry-looking demeanor, the right color, it's made out of wood, it explodes. I think it's as good as we're going to get. So... Great call. Great job. Alolan Electrode. Nice. Awesome. Making it look easy, fam. That's right. Electrode goes in the square hole. So, swell. And then, yeah, like I said, I don't think there's actually anything that needs to be changed with Click-Clock Wood. But we'll go over it really quick just to see how we feel about it. So we've got Braviary representing Airy, the eagle, which is perfect. But Barrel is representing Naughty, the barrel, or what's it fucking called? Beaver, that you hang out with. Florges, specifically blue Florges, is representing the flower that you have to grow throughout the seasons. Beedrill is representing the Zubas that you fight. Greedent is representing Nabnut, the squirrel, that you have to, like, help stock up on acorns and such throughout the seasons. And Saucebuck is just, like, the entire level, being seasonally a tree that goes through the seasons just like the whole level. I think Click-Clock Wood is the only one that cannot be enhanced with the new Pokemon added. But if any of you are like, wait, Twiins, the perfect thing, then feel free to call out. I do like the snail for the bridges and the trees. You know, the snail does look like, Wo-Chien does look like the tree and the bridges that you're running around on so much. So I think if anything we could replace, get out of here, Boss Boombox. We could replace Greedent, because while Greedent does very successfully represent Nabnut, I feel like it's not quite the right shape as him. Like, I think if you know, you can figure it out, but it's not like screaming Nabnut, you know? Because Nabnut, here, we'll look them up. Nabnut, please don't be the wrong name. Okay, good. Yeah, so there he is, and he does have a fat mode when he eats too much, but generally he's, you know, just a little squirrel guy. And Greedent is, chunky. Yeah, so it's like close. You know, it's not, we're not miles away, But Wo-Chien does resemble the level really well. Pachirisu? No, I think Pachirisu's color palette really kind of throws it out the window. Are there any good images of the level? Yeah, you can see kind of shittily here. You're always running along these like kind of little bridges to get everywhere, and it is quite leafy being a wood. Wo-Chien is pretty solid, honestly. Trevenant is too spooky, unfortunately. I do like Trevenant. I like it a lot. It's also another one with a really solid name. Tree and Revenant. That's so good. Shiny Wo-Chien. I'm just saying what color it is. Oh. Oh. I don't like that as much. Don't like that as much at all. The goldfish looks good. Anyway, but I think Wo-Chien is actually a great addition. Let's get rid of Greedent and we will replace that with Wo-Chien, which really does a good job of kind of feeling right. But both are really solid. Some shinies are just straight downgrades sometimes, yeah. Like Incineroar, dude, I think shiny Incineroar looks fucking ugly. It's so bad. I understand the idea, but changing the black to white is a mistake. That is hideous. So, that's what I say. Too bright. Yeah, it's just, they should have made the red darker. If they made the red a little deeper, then it would look swell, but they didn't, so it's all just black. But put Sudowoodo in for the name. So yeah, I think we got it all figured out. Now that we are here at the end of days, should we reevaluate Celesteela? How do we feel? Now that we are all Pokemon Masters, do we think Celesteela still works for Clanker's Cavern? Have we thought of any better Pokemon for Clanker's Cavern? You know, he was joking, but Pirate King Shane did mention Klefki. And there is actually, that's how you raise Clanker. You turn a big key. Beldum is vaguely pipe-shaped. Beldum, huh? No, not really. Yeah, I mean, maybe, like, go with Metagross, so we get the extra, like, the legs. I think it's as pipey as Celesteela. An awful suggestion, but Varoom. Melmetal, Golurk. I don't think Golurk is right. Golurk is, it's too hype, and I can't describe that any better. What color is shiny Klefki? Okay, so shiny Klefki does turn this kind of gold color, which, see, okay, let's Google Banjo-Kazooie raise Clanker. Yeah, you go through a giant key. So it might actually, that might be the best take, is going with shiny Klefki to represent the giant key you turn to raise Clanker. What do you guys think, huh? I think it makes as much sense as Celesteela. Like, if you saw them on a team and you're like, okay, and this is supposed to be Clanker's Cavern, I think if you saw them, both of them, you would have to sit there and go, okay, now why is that there? And I think you could figure it out with Klefki. I think you could go, oh, Klefki, the key you twist to raise Clanker. And I think if you saw Celesteela, you'd go, maybe that's just vibes. Maybe it's just the right color palette. I think you're right. I think Just have a small Pokemon hold a giant key 10 times its size would be funny. Yeah, like a regional variant where it's Klefki, but it just has one mega key. I think we're gonna do that. Great. Cool. And them's the teams. Alrighty, cool. So I'll switch over actually to a different screen, and I'll go through and get all the PNGs of these Pokemon. And we can chit chat while we do that. And then I can be like, and here they all are, so you can visualize them, because you might be like me and be a bit of a visual learner. So let's scoot over here. Oh, I'm so small. Hang on, Doug. Let me scoot forward. Somehow. Where are any of my windows? There it is. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Great. So, yeah, now we can just, jabberjaw. Didn't you make a grunty team? I did that for Banjo-Tooie. And this was a lot of fun. We should absolutely do this for Banjo-Tooie as well. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow after work. You know? You know? Fuck, I need Clip Studio Paint open. Fuck, I've got so many things. I've got so many windows open already. Okay. Scoot over. Become smaller. Work with me. Move over here. Become smaller as well. There we go. Okay. Cool. Shit, I need you to be small too. Fuck. My whole world is too big. What a problem, huh? Maybe we do this for Dragon Ball characters. I think that might be a little bit limiting. I like the enthusiasm, but I don't think that one's gonna work out. Okay. Right, Blaze Tauros. Get excited to hear me type a lot. Yeah, because you're gonna be kind of stuck. Ugh, Bulbapedia does not load efficiently. Do you have any thoughts on, what's this, Steamboat Willie being in public domain? Not really. I'll be honest. I think Steamboat Willie is pretty fun, fun and neat, but, like, personally, I wouldn't think to do anything special with it. I do think it'll be really cringe seeing all the, this is the dark and edgy version of Steamboat Willie, like, that shit that people will do. That's the only idea I've got, is that it'll be really fun getting to make fun of people, being like, what if I did Steamboat Willie, but but he was evil, and it's like, wow, you're so original. Zelda characters as Pokemon trainers? It's hard for me to make full teams based on, like, one character each. Like, I don't know if I could make, like, okay, so my task is to make a Pokemon team based off of, Sidon. Yeah, from Breath of the Wild. Like, just him, like, only he gets, like, 6 whole Pokemon all to himself? I mean, fuck, there's only 2 sharks, like, that's kind of how I end up. So, I don't know how well I do at that. Is that why there have been that much fuss over Steamboat Willie? Yeah, that's why. It's because it's become public domain, which is neato. Ogerpon. I do think it is for the best. Or, like, I think it can be cool, rather, to specify what I mean there. But moreover, I think, how do I say this? How do I say this efficiently? I think that we have to get through all the stinky bad before we get to the good. You know, we're gonna be stuck with people making their boring, edgy shit for a while, and then eventually the creatives will be like, okay, well, they were all making their boring, edgy shit. I was over here making a whole dang thing. So I think it can eventually lead to good. The thing is that people who actually care will have to take their time. That's just kind of how it is, isn't it? Cool. Let me save that so I don't do all this work and then lose it. Teams. Okay. Cool. Can someone just make Steamboat Willie a shonen pro tag? Yeah, technically. It's there's no copyright on it, basically. That's the idea. So you can use it in merch and stuff and make money off of it. Maybe Zelda game Pokemon teams, like, based on the dungeons. Oh. It's a fun idea, but I don't know if there's as much I can work with in each dungeon. Like, so using Twilight Princess as an example, like, there are the monkeys in the forest level. And then, like, what else? There's the big spiders. And then that's kind of it, you know? So it's just rough that it's like, there's just kind of nothing, there's not a whole lot you can roll with, is what I'm saying. So a fun idea, but I just don't know if there's as much I can work with. While y'all were making your dog shit with Willie, I was making Willie fight Goku and achieve God Key. True creators will be the ones to use their real imagination, like the Great Gatsby, but Nick has scoliosis. You're right. Hang on. Allison texted me. I gotta text her back. Hang on. I'm doing it. Don't talk to me. Okay, cool. Twiins knows Banjo-Kazooie like the back of her hand. It's true. I feel like it being cartoony also adds to it as well. Like, it's just you know, yeah, each level is very small, and there are, like, all the characters chit-chat with you, so it's just, it feels so easy to kind of be like, it's a crab, like the crab, you know? Not quite as much as Zelda's. That is also true. Like, I feel like I would have to do more research to get confident enough with the Zelda dungeons to be able to make teams with them. Of course you guys would be there to help, but I don't know. I'm just less confident. Boink. That's the wrong one. No, it's the right one. We're fine. So if we did Wind Waker. I think, you know what I could do though, is a team based off of each game. So like I could have a Wind Waker team, and then I could have an Ocarina of Time team, a Majora's Mask team, you know, all that jazz. So yeah, I think that sounds doable. But not each dungeon per level, like a team per dungeon per game. That feels more plausible. Did I jump over one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I missing? Oh, you guys distracted me. Okay, it's fine. It was cloth, by the way. If you want to know how far I am into this, I'm on Treasure Trove Cove still. I'm always having fun. I'm missing one from fucking Mumbo's Mountain as well. How can I be this stupid? What am I missing? It's a shiny, no, the Tauros. I'm missing Durant. I'm so fucking... I don't know why you guys watch me. Just an embarrassment. Over and over. Oh, we're gonna go with shiny Durant. I'm gonna say that to you right now, because shiny Durant is like, it's the right color. So, now you know. Sorry I didn't go over that one with you. Oh no! Alright. Beats working. Ganon gets a Pignite. That's the only rule. Just him looking smug with his little 3-foot child. I did catch a shiny Pignite, and I named it Ganon. Like, what else are you gonna name it, you know? Basque Legion. It's just one of those things. I think every Pignite I've owned, I've named Ganon. Not even just the shiny ones. But it's like, it's just the right option. I don't know what to tell you. Oops. There is no other option. Exactly. Like how I named Grimmsnarl Arsene. Fascinating. That is quite the option to go with. Like, from Persona, yeah? That's what you're rolling with? Grimmsnarl? Fascinating. I guess of the Pokemon, it's the most Arsene-y. Huh. But I think we should get a Pokemon. Cerulege might be better, now that we've got Cerulege. Cerulege has some Arsene vibes, but even then, it's not quite right either. Because the Gigantamax? Ah, there we go. Now it's making sense. Gastrodon. Which version of Gastrodon do you guys like better? Do you like the blue ones? Or do you like the pink ones? I like the blue Gastrodons, I think. Yeah, I think I like the blue ones. The blue-green ones. They're both really cute, though. They just feel so wimpy. I prefer the pink one. I like pink. That is fair. The pink one is also very cute. I think, Shellos. Is that what they're called? Blue Shellos looks more dumb. I think I like the pink pre-evolution better. Veluza. But then, yeah, for the Gastrodon. Oh, I'm gonna go shiny Veluza, because it's green, and that works better. Sorry for, I didn't bring that one up with you guys either. I didn't even consider in my brain to Google what shiny Veluza would look like. Man, there's a lot of shinies in Clanker's Cavern. Like the blue more blue because it's my favorite color. That's fair. Pink has always been my baby. Pink Shellos is better. It's just cuter, you know? I can't deny that the pink Shellos is just cuter. It's kind of like with them Jellicent. I like the female Jellicent. No. The Prevolution. Better. But I like the male evolution better. I don't like that the girls look like they're choking, you know? Cause they got their big ass heads, and it just looks like they're just choking to death on their cravat. Feraligatr. What do you guys think about the DLC? Have any of you played it? Have any of you played the Indigo Disc DLC? Let's not spoil the story, if we can avoid it, but I liked it a lot. I liked it a whole dang lot, and I like all the Pokemon they added. I will say, we never even, like, talked about it, but Hydrapple is a cool new Pokemon. I haven't, dang. Only watched M and J TV. I don't know who that is. I'm not fine, but I'm fine with spoilers. Alright. I see the pink too often, so I like the blue one more. That is fair. Yeah, if it feels more rare, then it's more exciting, isn't it? But yeah, I liked the DLC quite a lot. Excited to see where Pokemon goes moving forward. Always thought female Jellicent looked like Nana from Ice Climbers. It kinda does. Sexist PokeTuber. I see. Don't know why you watch them then. It's like, oh, you know, I just like watching this shithead. Okay. But maybe that's just me. Caracosta, is never one I remember how to spell. Sexy. I see. There you go. See? That changes a lot. Haven't played the DLC yet because I was trying to get all the Pokemon from the original decks. Ah. That is fair. And because then also you get the shiny charm, which is great. It's a really good shit. You know what I think? Sometimes you enjoy watching car crashes twins. You know what? Not wrong. Something I've been thinking, I've been thinking about Pokemon a lot. I'm always thinking about Pokemon. Is that I really hope that the next Pokemon game, I am tired of Pokemon being kind of the butt of the joke. I'm tired of people shitting on Pokemon, and cause it's like, they're not even like way off base. I think they do go in too hard. Obviously, I think they tend to blow things out of proportion, and I think a lot of the worst glitches and such that people were posting about when Scarlet and Violet first debuted or dropped, I think a lot of that was manufactured. I don't think you are likely to get a lot of those glitches naturally. I think they kind of knew how to not break the game, but to push the game in the direction that, kind of resulted in the most breakage. But, like, it can't be ignored that Pokemon is not a powerhouse when it comes to being under the hood, and that the games do suffer from a lot of technical issues, and it's a bummer, and I'm tired of it being that way. I don't want to have to, skip over when I'm watching Ray's best of the month that he posts. I don't want to have to skip over the entire Pokemon section because I know he's gonna shit on how it looks. And he's not even wrong. Like, it's not like he's doing it to be mean. He clearly likes Pokemon. But I'm sick of that. I'm sick of Pokemon kind of just getting lumped into this Pokemon plays bad, Pokemon looks ugly, kind of rut. And so yeah, I really do hope that that the next game, I don't expect Pokemon to volley for Game of the Year necessarily. I just don't think it's the kind of game that would win those kinds of awards. But I want the next one to be, like, good enough that all the people who go on and on about how ugly Pokemon is, or how broken the games are, I want them to just be wrong. I want them to just play a nice, pretty, functioning game. All I'm saying is, if modern Dragon Quest can look good with the drawn-on faces, so can Pokemon. Yeah, and, like, I'm not saying Pokemon, oh no, it's perfect. I think people, like I said, go out of proportion with it. But, like, I don't know why they make the decisions they do with Pokemon. I don't know why the faces did look so low poly in Arceus Legends, and I can't start to pretend like I do. But I am tired of it being like that. Of it being of me feeling like I have to defend Pokemon. You know? So yeah, because it's hard because I can tell that they're not fully off base. You know? And that's the thing that's rough is as someone who's like, I want to defend Pokemon because this matters a lot to me, but also it's like shit. This frame rate is really bad. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying is I want Pokemon to kind of get its bearings, figure itself out finally, and present us with a game that isn't as busted. That I think that's not too much to ask for. A lot of reviewers will sometimes artificially make scenarios to make things look bad. Cough, cough, Donkey? I don't think Donkey does that. That's weird. Weird to call out Donkey. I think Donkey is hilarious, and I definitely don't think he lies. I think he is good at finding those seams, like kind of like how we said, to show the game at its worst. But I don't think he does it to present a false narrative. I think he does it because he knows he can to make it funnier. So, yeah. And also, some people are just kind of, like, they've got, like, a weird luck stat. I've seen more games break in Ray's hands than ever in anyone else's. And he's not, like, doing anything to try to break the games, you know? It's just, in Ray Narvaez Jr.'s hands, games in general have the tendency to just fall apart. I don't know what it is. So I don't know. Maybe Donkey also is just kind of like that, where he just happens to do everything in the right order that just makes the game fall apart. I'm mainly tired of people using new games for the old Pokemon games to shit on Scarlet and Violet specifically, where there's really no analytical or really apt reason for it, and it's always the same few points, and when you're chronically online, it gets repetitive. That is true. I am just tired of people compare Pokemon games in a weird way. It makes sense to compare new and old games in a franchise, but I don't know, it feels like so often it does end up feeling like I just spelled something wrong. Dusclops is never how I think it's going to be spelled. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, so often the comparisons do end up feeling like trying to prove that your favorite gen was the good one. If we compare this to Unova, which had this, and this, it's like, I don't know, so often that's how it feels, and so often it feels like it's an unnecessary comparison. I guess to me, I want a Pokemon game that takes more time, because Pokemon's basically been releasing a game every year, and I kind of would like for there to be a small break so the team has more time. That is fair. I will also say, though, Executor, spelled wrong. Okay, I will also say, though, they outsourced Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and look at how bad that turned out. Like, I'm gonna say Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl ended up being some of the worst mainline Pokemon games, if you ask me. And they outsourced that one, so it's like, fuck. even when they do, you know, take measures like that, they still got fucked in the ass. So it's rough. In his Guilty Gear Strive review, Donkey said that all the characters look different, which is true, but then shit on the other anime games like Under Night by saying all the characters look the same, by giving every character the exact same alternate color rather than their base color. I mean, it's not like the greatest faith take, but it's not the end of the world. You know, I can't comment on this Under Night or whatever because I've not played it myself. I've not seen a thing of it. Hang on, give me 1 second. I need to close my curtains. The sun is beaming into my eyes. Okay. Mr. Sun has been executed. So yeah, I can't comment on the characters, but I do understand being like, oh, this will prove my point better, even if he probably recognized that it was a less fair take to put them all in the same color. But also maybe he was like, oh, so this really exemplifies how, like, you know, how they are all the same, because otherwise it's like, no, they're so different, that one's wearing blue and that one's wearing pink. So I see no value in assuming the worst out of a reviewer. Damn, Twiins killed Solgaleo. Like, I don't think Donkey doesn't need to lie to make his points. You know, he's known as the funny guy anyway. So I'm sure that there was a thought process behind it. Not liking, he doesn't gain anything from not liking a game. So that's what I say. But again, it's not like I know Donkey personally. But yeah, I try not to assume the worst out of a reviewer, especially out of just one video. And even then, yeah, sometimes you just gotta recognize that some people just don't jive with you. Like, Arlo seems like a swell person. Every review I've seen from him, I've been like, I disagree. I do not agree with this take. And I just have to accept that it's like, Arlo and we're not on the same wavelength. I wish him well, but I'm not gonna watch his videos. Are you gonna play Pal World, the multiplayer Pokemon with guns game? It looks like a blast, honestly. So I've seen one thing of that, and what seemed to be was them fully just stealing Cobalion's design for one of their monsters, Pokemon monster guys. So no, I don't think I'm gonna go with that one. I've heard nothing about it. Maybe I'll wait to see if Scott Falco makes a Pal World with Salt video. I've been watching some of his stuff lately, and I think I might be able to get a good kind of read on the pros and cons. Alpha Red too could probably make a good video about it. So yeah, currently no. I don't think so. I don't think ILCA can be blamed for that. It was clearly rushed. Oh, the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. They had like a year and they hadn't really developed full games before. I agree that Game Freak deserves to develop Pokemon, but also I don't think Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl is the best case study. I mean, so yeah, being on a time crunch definitely hurts, and everything. But like, they had all the same code. That's the thing. They really just had to put new paint on it, and it ended up so broken still. And also visually, I think it looks bad as well. So yeah, I'm not saying it's like all their fault, but it is in their hands. It's at least 50% their fault, 50% Game Freak's. So, and at the end of the day, it's like it can kind of happen at the worst time because people were already upset at the quality of Pokemon anyway, and this could have been, you know, a reprieve from that, and instead it wasn't. So it can't be ignored that even outsourcing, it still ended up not running properly. So it's rough. It's all rough, and I don't think it should be rough. I don't care, Excalibur. I don't watch enough of Donkey's videos to care. I've seen his Zelda ones. Those are funny. That's there we go. What about the Pokemon Fusions game? What about it? It's fan-made, so... Oh, are you asking me if I'm gonna play it? I thought you were asking about, like, but they made that one good. I was like, Game Freak didn't do that. No, I don't. I don't think I'll play that. Sorry, one of the cats made a funny noise. Honestly, it feels too big. I was like looking at just some of the fusions you can do. Like there was a little website, where you can like just do the, like look at the fusions, you know? And I was looking at that, and first I was disappointed at how so many of the options I came up with didn't have a unique sprite. Which obviously that's like, it's like there's trillions of fusions that you can get out of that. So, you know, it's not like I'm like, ugh, unplayable. They haven't made literally like 3 trillion unique sprites for this fan game. But also, like, it just felt too big. I was kind of I looking at it, I'm like, it feels too intimidating. So I don't think so. At least not right now. Maybe at some point in the future. Twiins a verbal tick adding fucking somewhere. That actually, fun fact. So yeah, I use fucking as an Yeah, where a normal person would go, I go fucking and that was a problem when I worked in retail, because it meant I just swore directly into the into the headset once. I didn't get into trouble, but it was I did hold the record of being the only employee to just drop the F-bomb right into the headset. Luckily it wasn't like over the intercom, but yeah, I did do that. I did also, however, had a meltdown on the intercom once, like in front of, like, to the customers where they could hear. There was like a line, and I needed backup, but also I knew like everyone else was like on their lunch break, and so I like went to call for the next customer, like, I can help, who's next, but I picked up the intercom to ask for backup, and so instead I just over the intercom said like I can help, who's next. Oh no, wait. And, and then I flagged them over, and then just over the radio I was like, I could use backup, like, just to the coworkers, and that was a calamity. Everyone was cool about it. No one like made fun of me, but I was embarrassed. Twiins uses fucking where a normal person would use a comma. I try not to swear too much. It's a thing, one of my managers, if I swear in front of him, even though I'm not in front of, customers, like, ever, because I'm in the back rooms now, but if I swear, he'll be like, language. And so I try not to. Even though he'll swear in front of me, and genuinely, it's whittling down my make sure I speak properly in front of people ometer, you know? But it is what it is. But yeah, that's the long and short of my thoughts when it comes to Pokemon these days, is that I just want them to not get poo-pooed on all the time. I continue to play Elden Ring, by the way. I didn't just stop after one day. And I've learned that there are scythes in the game, and I think scythes are cool. However, so I need strength and dex to wield a scythe, and I've been playing as a mage. So I've not been focusing on those stats too much. How far are you? I killed Margit. I walked around, Caelid for a little bit. I wandered to the south. I feel like I'm not very far. I'm level 32. It feels like I'm at a much higher level than I ought to be. But I also feel like I'm still so weak. Twiins crying like Britney Spears guy. Leave Pokemon alone. Where is the lie? Yeah, so I feel like I'm getting to a point where... That's the wrong... I started to spell the wrong word. Beedrill. That's where the R goes. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting at a high enough level that it's like... that I can't be changing my game style now. But also, it feels like I've only done like... I've only fought one guy. Oh, I did kill... the like sorceress that you can like learn spells from. I killed her. Oops. Oh well. Okay, that's good, but you're not nearly high level enough. No, I'm not. I gotta always level grinding. That's kind of what the whole game is, isn't it? Just level grinding until you can move forward enough. Beardill. Fun fact, guys, I'm nearly done. Hooray! And then we'll be able to take a gander at all these Pokemons. And also, Vincent has gotten up from my chair, so I can sit in my chair again. We're gonna go with this version of Saucebuck to represent it. It's like all of Saucebuck. I think Saucebuck is stupid. So they made Deerling and Saucebuck to change with the seasons because in Black and White, they introduced seasons where every month that passed, that is a new season in-game. And so like you're playing in January and that's winter, and then you get into February and now everything turns into spring and yada yada. But then in every other game, they dropped that gimmick, which makes sense. It was kind of an unnecessary gimmick, and let's be honest, it doesn't take you more than a month to beat one Pokemon game. So, yeah. But it does just mean Saucebuck has just kind of been boned since then, where they don't change. I think they should change based on just where you are in the area. Like, oh, I'm in this cold land, so they turned into Winter Saucebuck. But instead, they're just trapped into one season forever, which is just dumb. But I liked that gimmick because it changed the environment too. That was cool. I think it was a fun enough gimmick, even if perhaps it wasn't that useful. You know? Okay, cool. I think we can scootily doodly on back over here. Boink. That's not what we want anymore. We want this window to look different. To Clip Studio Paint. There we go. Yeah. Awesome. Oh my gosh, it's Stereotype Gamer. Thank you. I appreciate you. In short, make Saucebuck change again. Yeah, basically. Is that the shiny version of what? Okay, so, but yeah, here we go. We got the teams. So we can finally look upon the, ow, my wrist. Look upon them. Yay! That'd be neat to travel with a Pikachu to a beach and he turns into an Alolan version. That would be neato. But yeah, so here's our Mumbo team. Mumbo's Mountain team with the Duran, Stonejourner, Ogerpon. I went with Stone version Ogerpon. I feel like that mask fit Mumbo the best. Bronzong, Rillaboom, Blaze Tauros. And then for Treasure Trove Cove, we've got Cloth, Gimmighoul, Sharpedo, Palisand, Shiny Crustle, and female Hippowdon now. Nice, nice. For, what's it fucking called? Clinker's Cavern. We've got, Klefki, Shiny Veluza, East Gastrodon, Remoraid, Shiny, oh, and that's a Shiny Klefki as well, Shiny Kingler, and Basculegion. For Bubblegloop Swamp, we've got Blissey, Crocodile, Froakie, Caracosta, Choodle, Shiny Feraligatr. Blissey really offsets that team. Blissey feels like it's like, what happened? For Freezeezy Peak, we got Cryogonal, Shiny Walrein. Didn't even talk about that. Shiny Walrein represents Waza. Cause she's a purple walrus. It's perfect. Galarian, Darmanitan, Delibird, Bellybulb, and Beartick. We got Shiny Luxray, Alolan Executor, Dusclops, Cough-Egregious, Cacturne, Numel. Mad Monster Mansion, we've got Houndstone, Shiny Blossom, Alolan Grimer, Pumpkaboo, Stakataka, Haunter. For Rusty Bucket Bay, we've got Torkoal, Shiny Torkoal, Alolan Grimer, Shiny Machop, Hisuian, Electrode, Finizen, Shiny Delmise, and then for Click Clockwood, we've got Summer version, but really all of them work. Summer version, Saucebuck, Wochen, Beedrill, Florges, Babarrel, Braviary. Some good work right there, I say. And I'll be posting this to Twitter too. Without context. People gotta figure it out themselves. I don't think any of these are competitively viable. But I'm just here for aesthetics. Hooray! A successful stream, I say. So thanks for being here, fam. And I've conveniently just finished my Canada Dry. So perfect timing. Why right to left roll call? Cause I started with Durant, cause I had forgotten it. And then I just decided to stay consistent. There was a part of me, I very nearly just jumped to left to right and started zigzagging, but I feel like I would have confused people by doing that. How symbolic. I know. The Canada Dry truly is the time of our lives. But yeah, thanks for being here. This was fun. You all helped a lot. I never would have thought of Bronzong. I think you're all super smart. You're smart little piggies. Keeping us on our toes, exactly. So yeah, I hope you had fun. Maybe we'll do this again tomorrow after stream. This was took a bit longer than I expected though. So maybe not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's okay, Twiins. I'm too old, so I get liking Canada Dry. Hot take? What do you want a hot take about? Like, what is the topic? Because otherwise I'll just say, yeah, water tastes fine for the billionth time. Digimon. My hot take with Digimon is that Digimon was doomed to never be as popular as Pokemon because the Digimon are over-designed. That's what it is. They are over-designed. They are too hard for kids to draw. That's the hot take. It was never going to succeed because in a world where you had to compete against Pokemon, little kids could not draw your monsters. And it is what it is. They do have guns, and they are cool. I think Digimon are neato. It's also hard to keep track of how Digivolution works. You know, in Pokemon, it's easy. You've got Pikachu, it evolves into Raichu. And that's it. That's the only answer. But with Digimon, it's like, you've got Papumon, and Papumon can Digivolve into Globamon. But if it's friends with Stinkymon, then they turn into Toiletmon instead of Globamon. But both of those can turn into Altered Regimon. And it's like, it's too much. There's too many branches, and so it's too complicated. So Digimon failed. And that's why. But I do like Digimon. I wish I liked it more than I do. I've always liked the idea of having a Digi-destined. A Digimon special to be your friend. But, it is what it is. Twins don't diss Matrix Cross Jogress Digivolution. Digimon Frontiers has the best opening. And you can fight me on that, because it's true. Okay, that's it. Thanks for being here. Thank you for helping me figure out all these teams. I'll see you on the flip side. And Agumon digivolves into fuck your shit up Amon. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I've got so many things open on my screen, so I gotta close them all. So, adios. See ya tomorrow. I don't know what we'll do, but goodbye.